So we're getting a fuller and fuller picture of what's in here, and I do hope you will go through the results in some detail and get to the bottom of all the things that have been found. Next up, we have Dr. Surinder Hundal, who's a fellow from the Royal Society of Arts, on the board of trustees of Project Mosaic, and the director of Rippleseed. Dr. Surinder Hundal, are we here? Coming up.
Good evening, everyone. So I really thank you for the opportunity to say a few words about the report, but also what it means for I carry on. What the report means for the Sikhs in Britain. So what I'd really like to do is to first of all to congratulate the BSR team for a job that's extremely well done. And it's a very highly professional and contemporary piece of work because it says a lot on the British Sikh experience and our aspirations, our hopes and expectations as a community and as citizens. I think personally it gave me a whole new load of insights into what lies behind our British Sikh identity. And it confirmed for me many of the qualities that we bring to our social, professional and civic responsibilities, and hence the commitment we have made to our adopted home. It's a very exciting, it is an exciting report because I think for the first time we have some quality and very contemporary data, because there have been studies beforehand, but this is a very comprehensive report. And it actually brings together data that we can actually use to inform our decisions and actions for the benefit of the Sikhs, but more importantly indeed for society as a whole, because I do believe that our destinies and our values and our fortunes are bound together. And as you've said, the report offers some very good recommendations, and I think that this will lead to some even more ideas and suggestions. My own personal hope is that we will see some much more richer, multifaceted and multidimensional connections emerging between the Sikhs and the larger political, cultural, social and economic ecosystem we live in. Because finding solutions to some of the challenges that have been raised in the report is as much about mobilizing ourselves, stepping up to the plate, as it is mobilizing our families, our community, as it is about engaging the government, the public sector, the business sector, the civic society and the cultural and heritage community. So yes, I'd like to see more Sikhs in the parliament in all three main parties, but also in local government, and I've already met a few people here who are in local government. The civil service, in as many of the legislative, policy making and influencing roles, in think tanks, in academia, and certainly are more Sikhs on the boards of dramatic and visual arts, cultural heritage, and media organizations. So it's not so much as sort of getting involved downstream, but also taking more notice of how we can contribute upstream to where the decisions are taken and how we can influence those decisions. So that's really my kind of expectation of what I mean by multifaceted and multidimensional connections. Sikhs have always made an important economic contribution, and since I come from a very corporate background, that is an area that I understand the most in terms of where we as a Sikh community can make the biggest contribution. And so for me, it was very inspiring to see how well represented we are across all the professions. And because what that to me translates into a huge shaping and influencing potential that we hold in ourselves. So I'd like to see many more Sikh innovators, more inventors, more entrepreneurs, follow the lead of some of our top Sikh scientists. You've already mentioned Qatar Singh, for instance, engineers and businessmen to go into technology and engineering fields. And I think we can and should do more to nurture small and medium-sized enterprises, which is also one of the recommendations in the report. But I think the plea I have is let's not just rely on central or local government or the established national institutions or the civic society to deliver on our expectations. It is an important avenue, but it's not the only one. Sikhs tend to have a very self-reliant self-driven, a very can-do entrepreneurial attitude. That's something I'm very proud of as a British Sikh. And I think we should tap into that and nurture the ideas of investment, both the financial and the non-financial, from our own community in promoting Sikh heritage, culture and talent in Britain. Because I think it's all in keeping with the principle of Chadli Kala. You know, it's the state of mind and it's an optimistic attitude that we can bring that says we can do it. And I think we will do it together.